Hi guys, I thought I would take advantage of Amy Miranda Make-Up's tag that she had created, and I will link her video below, was the 5 things that annoy me about people. So I was thinking about this and everything that came up, except for one thing, which involved my husband, everything that came up ended up being things that annoyed me about people on YouTube. So I thought I would change her tag a little bit to the 5 things that annoy me that YouTube video creators do. Before I get into those things, let me just tell you, I've been on YouTube for a while and I have watched many videos from RVing communities to health and fitness to ketogenic diet to the mature ladies communities and to real estate. So over the course of several years, I've watched a lot of videos. So please, 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 I'm not singling anyone out when I talk about these 5 things. These are just things in general that really bother me. The first one, and I really tried to prioritize them, but the first one is it has to be overly long video intros. I'm all for an intro. I know I need to really work on some sort of a customized intro for my videos, but to me, a video intro should just be like, maybe 6, 8, 10 seconds of an intro. When an intro goes to a minute and a half, to me it's like way too long. And typically an intro is going to be still shots or maybe the person talking and music, etc. I just think shorter is better. Oftentimes when I'm watching videos, I have limited time. And if a video intro is so long, I'm either not going to have time to watch the video or I'm going to fast forward through it, which isn't a good idea. So overly long video intros really, really annoy me. And the second thing that is horrible for me is when a video has background music. Now, I'm a fan of background music, but when the background music is as loud or sometimes louder than the volume of the person speaking, I can't hear what's being said. Now, I know I'm hard of hearing and it's probably the getting old, thing, but I find it very, very annoying when I'm struggling with listening to the music and listening to what the person is saying. I'm watching the video not to listen to the music, but to what you're saying. So that is really, really hard. And on that same thing, is volume being too low. A speaker that either you don't have a mic, which, many times I don't have a mic, but if you're speaking so low or you're way, way away from the volume of your camera and I adjust my volume to full strength and I still can't hear, I just find that so frustrating. So that was number 2, the sound control, whether it's loud music or soft speaking volume, just very, very difficult. Number 3 that really, really irritates me is oftentimes someone will upload a video, and I've been guilty of many of these things myself. They'll upload a video and then they add scrolling text. Maybe they forgot to say something or they want to make a correction. They'll add scrolling text, and sometimes the scrolling text is very, very small, hard to see on the screen, and it scrolls so quickly that you can't even read it. So number 3 for me is high-speed scrolling text. Slow it down, increase the size so that anyone can read it. Number 4, uploading probably, 4 or 5 videos at one time. I've seen that often. It's like, I think sometimes people will record a bunch of videos and then they just send them all up on a Saturday or all up on a Sunday or whatever it is, and next thing you know, there's like one, and then 10 minutes later another one, and then another one, and then another one. You got 4 or 5 videos uploaded. That's, to me, is overkill. That's too much. Stagger them out, schedule them to be uploaded at different times rather than just dumping them all at once, because quite truthfully, sometimes I have very limited time, and if I'm seeing 5 or 6 people that I love to watch their videos, on, and I see one of yours that has 5 or 6 videos in itself, I might save you for later. And oftentimes when I save a video to watch later, I forget about it. So uploading way too many videos in a small pocket of time, and I'm talking in one day within a couple of hours rather than 3 or 4 a week, or even if you did a video every day would be better than having 4 or 5 at one time. Number 5 for me is I oftentimes will hear a video creator talk about the community and, please like my video, leave me a comment, let's engage type of thing. And I know that sometimes if you are, a huge creator, you can't answer every question. You can't acknowledge every comment. I understand that. But I find it very frustrating when there is absolutely no acknowledgement of a question being asked at all. So, so number 5, if you want to engage your community as a YouTube creator, it's you can like a comment, but oftentimes that person doesn't even know you like the comment. They don't get a notification. The cool thing is the little heart. If you love it, you do get a notification that, oh, so-and-so loved the comment. And I think that's really nice. But some sort of acknowledgement on a question, not so much a comment, but on a question. So if I specifically ask a question, I find it very frustrating that there's never any answer. Or sometimes even other community members jump in and answer the question, and we have this total engagement of a conversation, but the original person who posted the video is never part of that. So I've seen that over the years, especially when you have really big creators. Casey Neistat, for example, at times, there's no way he can answer every question. I understand that. So that was my number 5. And my number 6, I'm going to throw it in only because this really irritates me beyond belief, is all this sub for sub. I can't tell you how many times I get comments in my spam filter where someone says, go sub to my channel, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, watch my video all the way through, play an ad, and I will come in and subscribe to your channel. I'm like, really? I don't think so. So I find that extremely annoying. I will leave that comment in the spam folder, but I check my spam folder all the time because even some of my favorite creators, sometimes when they comment on my videos, for some reason end up in spam and I have to take them out. It's kind of really weird how YouTube does that. The sub for sub, oh my gosh, drives me crazy. I look and see who has subscribed to my channel, and I usually will highlight their name, and if they have a channel, I'll go over and I will look at their channel, and 99% of the time I'm going to subscribe to that channel only because I believe in giving support where I'm getting support for sure. Those are my major things that really annoy me. So I'm not signaling anyone out. Like I said, I've belonged to and have watched many YouTube videos since 2009 when my channel was born, so to speak. And I've seen a lot, but those are the ones that really jump out and really irritate me. So now I'm going to work on an intro, but I'm going to try to keep my intro under 6 or 8 seconds if I can. So thanks for watching the video, and please make sure you check out Amy's video, and hopefully, Amy, you'll forgive me for taking your tag and making it a little different twist, but it was just interesting that everything that annoyed me ended up being YouTube related. So have a nice day, guys. See you later, and thank you so much.